Oh, I know some tears are being shed on this final day of August, the final long weekend of the summer. But we're here to prove there's still lots of hot summer weather left to go. There's also some signs of transition to meteorologist Rhythm Reet joining us now. Rhythm, let's talk about what the atmosphere is doing across Canada on this long weekend.
Well, right across the country, you really see the two divides, Rachel. Across the east, cooler shots of air, unsettled conditions, and changeable temperatures, whereas across the west, above seasonal conditions, drier conditions. So when we take a look at the temperature anomalies heading into Monday, we see that heat really towards the western end of the prairies, but in the east, those cooler temperatures settling down, feeling maybe a little bit more like autumn than we would want this long weekend.
Okay, some sweater weather up at the cottage. And Rhythm, let's show people some of the numbers as we get into Monday.
When we talk about Monday and we're talking about that below seasonal, we are looking at about 5 to 6 degrees below seasonal for areas like southern Ontario into Montreal. But when we take a look across the west, 12 degrees above seasonal and even 8 for areas like Regina. So you can really see those two divides right across the country for this long weekend.
So that's interesting. Calgary, 12 degrees above seasonal as we look at Monday. What's driving that? Why are we seeing that warmth building here?
And that's going to be all due to the ridge. We're so used to this. We saw so much of this as we went through this summer. As we're heading into Monday, that ridge is shifting further towards the east, whereas a cold front, that's going to be digging across regions of the BC coast. So we're taking a look at some of those temperatures. Calgary 32, Red Deer 31, well above seasonal. But when we take a look at Kelowna, you might still be thinking, hey, that's still above seasonal. We're about 30 degrees, but that is a little bit cooler comparative to the temperature that you're going to be seeing on Sunday. So that cold front really going to be dragging right across.
Okay, so still lots of summer to squeeze out, lots of beach time for Monday. Now, as we go into eastern Canada, beach time is going to look a little different, feel a little different on Monday because we do have multiple triggers for some storms, especially in Atlantic Canada. And we also have a solid northerly flow, so we know that's dropping the temperatures.
You got it, Rachel. We had this cold front that pushed across regions of southern Ontario, brought that severe weather. That's pushing into regions of the eastern townships, into regions of Atlantic Canada going through this weekend. And on the back end of that, that is opening up the floodgates for that northwesterly wind. So for Monday, those below seasonal temperatures settling in across areas of Ontario and Quebec.
Okay, so when we talk about the cool temperatures, let's go into the trigger. Why are we seeing it, and what do some of those numbers look like?
Well, it's going to be a trough that is tracking right across northwestern Ontario into regions of southern Ontario, bringing with it some light rain. But those temperatures with that northwesterly flow definitely taking a hit. Those below seasonal temperatures, only 19 in Toronto. And when we take a look up towards cottage country, I know a lot of people are going to be like, this is cold. Yes, it's going to be cold. Sauble Beach at 17 for Monday, so maybe not the best day to head into the water, but I can assure you those lake temperatures are still above that, so maybe it is the best time to head into the water.
And you know what? You'll still see a beautiful sunset out there if you're out on the shores of Georgian Bay or Lake Huron on Monday. Now, Rhythm, let's talk about the action going into Atlantic Canada, because Saturday, quite a beautiful day to start off the long weekend, but we're not going to end on that beautiful of a note.
Absolutely. That cold front nudging into the region, bringing showers across New Brunswick for Sunday and then into regions of Nova Scotia for their Monday into Monday evening, even into Newfoundland. So when we take a look at the rainfall totals, the heaviest is going to be right along the east coast of Nova Scotia and the Burgeo coast for areas in Newfoundland.